Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Indie Zone podcast. My name is Kathy. We are continuing to provide you with coverage of the Idaho versus Koberger case and providing you with notifications of recent events in the case. On the 27th of March 2025, there were three events that occurred in Idaho versus Koberger, all having to do with the supplemental response to request for discovery. This is the third supplemental response to discovery from the defense to the state. This means that there was a discovery request that was served on the defendant by the state of Idaho, and the defendant is now responding to it. So we have three items on the case summary page, which is maintained by the clerk of court. This is case number CR01243165, Idaho versus Koberger. Plug in the cases of interest for Idaho. You will see in any search engine a document coming up called the cases of judicial interest in Idaho. Hit that. You'll see that there are a couple of items on here, including Idaho versus Koberger. Go to the case summary link, hit it. You're going to have to go way down to the second to last page to see these notations. Page 85 of 86. What are the three items? Two of them are public records because they're denoted by a PDF icon. One is a sealed document. We know that because looking at the case summary page, whenever you see this lock and key icon, that tells you that this is an item that is sealed from public view. The first, supplemental response to request for discovery. This is a public document. This is the defendant's third supplemental response to discovery. So what they're doing here, the defense is responding to this supplemental response to discovery, the third supplemental response served by the state of Idaho on the defense. The next is a motion to redact or seal newly filed records. And this is the aforementioned stipulated motion to seal Exhibit C to defendant's third supplemental response to discovery. This is called Exhibit C because Exhibits A and B were attached to the first and the second supplemental response to discovery. These are the actual responses that the defendant is making to the discovery demand. And then finally, also March 27th, 2025, there's a notation with a lock and key device. When you see that, you know that's a sealed document. Subject document described here is motion to redact or seal newly filed record. And it says here, sealed Exhibit C to defendant's third supplemental response to request for discovery. If you would like to review this document, as I've said, please go to the case summary page and you can see what all of the items that have been filed in the case. That is what this case summary page does. It notates all of the key events going back to the first item that appeared in this court record, which is the affidavit of probable cause of December 29th, 2022, through the last item that appears on page 85 of 86, noting case in chief, the jury trial, which is scheduled to occur August 11th, 2025. This is Kathy. Thank you very much for joining us here today.